Hey guys, today we are going to use our interactive reading journals to understand story vocabulary. First thing we're going to do is cut out along the dotted lines here. We don't need to trim the sides, just up and down. We're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut like this. Okay, I now have cut out our story vocabulary, and we're going to put it in our notebook like this, okay, because it fits better this way, not this way. The next thing we're going to do is cut along these dotted lines, okay, so there's 3 sides, 1, 2, 3, but we do not want to cut here. We don't want to cut these lines, only the dotted lines. Our goal is to make little windows that you can kind of flap up and pull open to see underneath. In order to get started with this, it might be helpful to make a crease like I'm doing right here. And then you can take your scissors and trying to get it going. There we go. Just cut a crease like that so that you have somewhere to start with your scissors. Okay, so I have cut all of my windows open. And the next thing you're going to do is take each flap and just crease it, hopefully a lot better than me, crease it up at the top for each one so that we know where to put our glue. The next thing you're going to do is flip it over, and we're going to put dots of glue. Remember, we're not toaster strudeling. We're just using dots of glue around the perimeter and throughout the back of the scene. Be sure the windows are open so that you don't glue the windows. So we want our glue to be around here, okay? Okay, so I have my glue, and I'm just going to make little dots. You definitely want to avoid the windows. Next, you have to flip it over. Be careful when you flip it over, and you know exactly where you're about to put it. Okay, my story vocabulary has been glued down. The next part is going to be to write the different elements on the flaps. So the paper that was left over from when you cut, this paper right here, you're going to use to help you to write down the vocabulary terms. So you see the cloud right here, so it's going to match the flap with the cloud. So we'll write plot right here. Okay, so you got plot, and then right here we're going to write the definition, the chain of events that makes up a story. So you'll write that right here. The chain of events that make up this story. Now you're going to want to write small. As you can see, I almost ran out of room already. So that you can see the cloud, flip it over, and know that the plot is the chain of events that make up the story. You're going to do the same with each one. So setting is going to go right there with the house. Then we have complications or conflict or problem. So that one will match with grandmother wolf. We're going to write that underneath here. Okay, next we have the protagonist, which is the main character or the good guy in the story, which we know is Little Red Riding Hood. So we'll find Little Red Riding Hood here and write protagonist and the definition. And the antagonist or the bad guy we know is the wolf. So we'll find our wolf and we'll write antagonist here and the definition. Alright, so here's my finished product. I have it glued down. I have my definitions and my terms all in place so that when I need to, I can always come back and look at the different elements and vocabulary that has to do with fiction. So I can see my cloud, See, instantly I see Little Red Riding Hood, and I know she's the good guy. This must mean protagonist. Same with the wolf, antagonist. Okay. Setting is where and when it happens, so it's the place. And then we have the problem. Good luck.